Welcome back to Africa Tonight. Budding Zimbabwean businessman Nkosana Mazibisa has been honored by Forbes Africa magazine as one of the 30 most promising young entrepreneurs on the continent under 30 years. Mazibisa is the founder of Mazibisa Inc, a consultancy firm and a food outlet called Swad, the Taste of India, which deals in biscuits, potato crisps and dried fruits, to mention but a few. He's featured in the Forbes Africa with 30 other flourishing young African entrepreneurs under the age of 30 from South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Benin, among other countries. Mazibisa's latest recognition comes in the wake of yet another milestone. He's also among 60 young Zimbabweans picked for the Mandela Washington Fellowship to undergo 8 weeks of training in civic and business leadership in the US, starting in mid-June. I'm now joined in studio by budding Zimbabwean businessman Nkosana Mazibisa. Mazibisa has been honored by Forbes Africa magazine as one of the 30 most promising young entrepreneurs on the continent under 30 years. Good evening, sir. Congratulations for making it on the Forbes list. Thank you so much for joining us on ANN7.
You're welcome.
Where did it all start? I mean, when I look at your CV and all that you've achieved at the age of 27, turning 28 this year, I'm wondering, you have such an illustrious career or CV. How did it all come about?
Most people often think that this is just hustling, no? This is a calling from God. Entrepreneurship is a calling. It is when one realizes the amount of talent that they possess, then they flip the other side of it, then they will discover the commercial value of it. So first and foremost, when you walk into entrepreneurship, it's about understanding who you are, identify the need in the market, then you serve. In that process, you're creating value and unlocking wealth for others. So in short, I'm just an ordinary young man with extraordinary dreams.
You are not just an ordinary young man, judging by what you've achieved so far. Where does your motivation come from? Because it must take an awful lot of self-motivation, to wake up in the morning and tell yourself that these are my goals and this is what I'm going to achieve in a specified amount of time.
By nature, I'm a historian. I study history. I've come across legendary figures, people who have done exceptionally well in history. I can give you a kind of number like Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan. Those young men changed the course of Africa, changed the course of the world at a tender age. So that is where I get my inspiration from, and also to serve my community. Because above all, when you become an entrepreneur, you need to create a legacy in your society. You also need to create sustainable development, something that can always say, this is what Mazibisa stood for, and this is what Mazibisa is for.
Now, you are the CEO and managing partner at Mazibisa Inc. Why consultancy?
Why consultancy?
Yes.
I used to work for an empowerment company which was called Amavulindlela Empowerment Corporation. And Amavulindlela Corporation with 5 companies which were mining, with entertainment, with properties, or also magazines as well. So that exposure that I got there, prior to my other exposure where I was director for an NGO, then I realized the need in the society for branding. When you talk of branding, we're not talking about the logo, we're not talking about the colors, we're talking about the service. We're talking about the profitability of the business. And how best can you create what you call customer intimacy? When you design a product, it's not for yourself, it's for a certain target market that has to resonate with what you are offering on the market. So hence the decision to come up with Mazibisa Inc, which is a brand consultancy firm helping emerging brands have a competitive edge over others. Yes. That's what Mazibisa stands for.
Now, you were part of the Business Awards in 2013 and 2014. You're also a member of the Zimbabwe Youth Council, representing the information and the technology sector. Not only that, you currently chair the Mawaba School Development Committee. So why did you feel you needed to branch into other things? And also, where do you find the time and balance, to do all of the things that you love to do or you're passionate about? I'm assuming these are all passion projects.
Yes. Our first port of call is one is to have a timetable. One is to understand that each day has got 24 hours. Of the 24 hours, how many hours do you delegate to doing business? How many hours do you delegate to public speaking? How many hours do you delegate to your community? First and foremost, you talked about the telecommunications. Let me give a good example. Go to America, we've got what we call the Silicon Valley. The Silicon Valley, which is found in California, where young people came up and said, it is important for us to venture into technology, and the government participated and helped them. Then come closer to Africa, we've got Silicon Savannah in Kenya, and it's one of the budding countries in Africa. So we thought to ourselves, there are three key sectors: fast-moving consumer goods, clean energy, and technology. So the 21st century is about technology. The moment we don't tap into technology, it means in the next coming 10, 15 years, we'll be left out of the global value chain. So that's when I started advocating for telecommunications and internet in Zimbabwe. 2013, 14, 15, I used to write articles that for us to revive the industries of Bulawayo, specifically Zimbabwe, Bulawayo is to be declared an iHub, information. We've got the best university in Africa called National University of Science and Technology. Let's tap into that. Let young people create apps. Let young people create software, which will be recognized as Zimbabwean made. Therefore, drawing attention and investors back home. So after that, that's when I went to Mawaba and created state-of-the-art computer lab. Though I'm 26, then I was 26. Now I'm turning 28, the youngest SDC chairperson in the world of Zimbabwe.
I am so proud of you, and I really wish you the best. I'd love to to continue this conversation. You are such an inspiration to young people. I see you brought your flag, and the people of Zimbabwe who are probably proud of you as well. Yes. It's been a great pleasure. I hope to see you soon, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much to Nkosana.
God bless.
Mazibisa.